guys, welcome along to episode 19 of the FM Creator Showcase. Thank you very much for dropping by. I am the Custard Prophet. So if you don't know what this is all about, the Football Manager Creator Showcase is a place where I invite Football Manager creators to come and talk about their channels, to tell us about themselves, about why they started, all these sort of questions that we don't know about, that we want to know the answers to. It's an opportunity for you guys to find a new creator and the creators to kind of advertise what they do on their channels and why they're a bit different from everyone else. Obviously, it's a chance for you guys to see creators maybe who aren't so big, so don't have such a big subscriber base, harder to find using the search engines on YouTube. We always, or most of the time, invite a couple of creators to come along and we ask them these questions and have a little look at them in action. FM Digi is from the US and he has created a rather huge US database with promotions and relegations, which is something a little bit different. A lot of people using it, but he also makes fabulous content as well. And Football Manager Maniac is, as his name suggests, he is an absolute maniac. He is one of the most supportive members of the Football Manager community, constantly watching other people's content, advertising it and doing all that sort of stuff. I heartily suggest to all of you guys that these two creators are well worth checking out. And if you have a few spare minutes, check after watching this, hop over to their channels, links in the description below. Check out their content and maybe drop them a sub. Okay, let's go and see what they've got to say.
Hi, my name is Moses, aka Football Manager Maniac. I am from London, South East London, born and bred in Peckham. I am English with Afro-Caribbean background. Yeah, my YouTube channel offers a lot of content on Football Manager, starting with my FM19 save, which I started a lower league save with my local club, Digi Hamlet. That consists of about 48 videos that I've done for that. That save was actually very, very challenging, having to build my own reputation as a manager as well as the team reputation, as we start off with a conference team trying to push them up to the Premier League. It's been very, very difficult challenge because there was a lot of teams that are already established and already have financial stable. So it was really hard to try and find players, sign players, keep players. That was the good thing, the hard part about that save. But again, I really enjoyed it, and luckily on the way to the Premier League, which we managed to do in the end, I managed to win some titles. I managed to win League 1, League 2 and the Championship, and get promotion as well. So it took me about 4 to 5 seasons to actually get myself there. There were some stressful times in that, but again, I wouldn't change that for anything else, and the journey to that was actually really great and I enjoyed it. Another save that I do at the moment, that I was doing on my channel, is a back to glory save with Arsenal, where I actually tried to take the team that I support for a very long time and still support back to their winning ways, where they belong. They haven't won titles for a very long time, so I took a lot of time, but it's a special one for me, having to take a club that I supported for a long time back to glory, where it was winning domestic titles and European titles. Again, like I said, that was one that was very, very special to me. That's good, and Jigovic has the ball again. He's running. If you can play him through, you should have played him through. There you go, Bruno Gomez! Yes, come on. The Football Manager content that I do at the moment is a Journeyman save, and that's actually the first one I've ever done since I started this YouTube channel, and I've actually really, really enjoyed it. Usually when I do play Football Manager, I usually just assign myself to a team and then obviously just play the game. But this time around, I actually started unemployed, which is a lot more harder, because I had to actually go and look for a job and apply for jobs, and obviously it then takes you to play and manage teams that you probably have never heard of, obviously never get the chance to obviously manage, or the country to manage in. I started off that save unemployed and managed to get myself in Italy, playing in the Serie C with AC Gazzano, and that one I really enjoyed. There were some ups and downs. We started off in a relegation, and it was hard work from the get go, conceding a lot of goals and having to change the team as a whole. We did manage to obviously avoid relegation, which was really great. And then we went on to next season. We rebuilt the squad, and we managed to go into the playoff and actually win promotion to Serie B. That was a very good achievement for me in Football Manager 20. But it's Gueto with the throw into Pavazzano, back into Gueto, into Palazzolo, plays a ball over to Lombardi. Lombardi has the ball, whips it in. There you go, Fadato, yes, come on, that's it. Fadato with the goal. And I was just about to take him off, and lucky we leave it. And it's 1-1, Fadato with the strike. At the moment as well, that one is still ongoing, but I also have another one which is called Reviving Wanderers, and that's where basically I tried to take Bolton from the League One back to the Premier League. And again, that's a very challenging save in itself, as we start with a disadvantage of a minus 12 points in the league. So even the wins just only bring down the minus, and you have to start again with 0. So that was very challenging, but luckily it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I ended up getting mid-table at the end of the first season with them, and at the moment now we've exceeded expectation, and we're now looking to hopefully grab the League One title. I do hope that we grab that, but I'll leave that for you guys to see. But yeah, that's one of the biggest disadvantages to have minus 12 points, but we managed to get on with that. I'm hoping to get good followers, to be honest with you, and widen my football content on my videos, on my channel, sorry. I do plan to start a football debate show in the near future, where we're just going to be talking about anything that's got to do with football, any top news or top stories that's out in the world of football, to be honest. I am thinking of also implementing football drills and tutorials to do with actually the game of football, whether people want to get better at football control, shooting, anything really. As I'm a coach, I thought it would be nice to just show people the type of things that I have, and exercises and drills that I have that maybe someone can use in the future, whether they want to get fit or whether they want to get better or improve a skill in football. Also as well, I am planning to vlog a lot of things to do with Arsenal as well, and football globally, but mainly reactions to news or results in the Premier League to do with Arsenal. So that's one thing that I plan to do in the future as well. What made me start YouTube content on FM on Football Manager? I'll say mainly how well I did in the game, playing the game. When I've played the game, I've always had success with it, and I felt it would be nice to show people, for people to experience the success and how well I played the game. So I thought I would like the world to see, oh, this is how I play, and this is how I manage, this is the tactics, and this is the instructions that I have, and again, the glory I got from playing the game. I think that's one of the reasons that made me want to do this. But one that actually helped as well was just seeing other people put it out. That gave me the drive and the determination to actually go out there and actually start it off and produce videos and post it out. That's one thing that really helped me, is actually seeing other people do it. And I think that's a really nice thing to see that other people doing. So it actually helps you, and it gives you a bit of confidence to actually do it yourself and try it. Oh, that's a bit of a hard one, but there's quite a few people that I watch. There's a lot of people at the top of my head that I could say, but the ones that I watch quite a bit, I'll probably say is Old Ladies Play. I started off watching her Basking in Glory save. That's the first video I started watching from her channel, and I was just really impressed with her knowledge of the game and about football as well. And she knows a lot, and she really knows what she's talking about. And she's very, very good at the game as well. And I actually enjoy actually watching the videos, but not only as a fun side, but as a learning side as well, because I actually learn from when she actually plays the game. So I think that's really good that I'm getting the fun part and the educational part of it. And I think that mix of it, is really, really good. Another person that I mainly watch is FM Pepe. I watch his Celtic save and also his Journeyman save. And what can I say about him? He is who he is. He's a funny guy. His personality just shows when he has videos out, and I just think the humor and the comical part of when he does his videos and just his random banter just makes good content for me in Football Manager. So it's not only just a serious game. He shows his serious side and he shows his funny and comical side as well. And I think that mix is really great. And I watch his Journeyman saves and I really, really enjoy it. Another person I'll probably say, which I'll say is a bit random, is probably FM Pino, sorry. Only because it was a weird way how I found him. I just managed to find him on a random search on YouTube. And again, for somebody who started off with very, very low subscribers, I was very surprised because I feel like he's very, he's very good at what he does. And again, he's got a mix of being very comical and very funny guy, and I like that in his videos. And his ability to do thumbnails is really, really great. I really enjoy, and his thumbnails really, really stand out. And when he plays the game, his Journeyman save is really enjoyable and he's very comical and funny. So that's one of the things that I would say really catches me when I watch his videos. Well, I'll say that's about it, to be honest. I started YouTube about last year, February, and that will be probably where I will continue to put out content, is mainly on YouTube. But I'm thinking maybe in the near future I might put my hands into going into Twitch, sorry, and maybe streaming games. That's something that I've been thinking about, but I'll say at the present moment, YouTube is where I will be. Alnwich with the ball just holds it. We have to be very careful here. Alnwich with the ball. Can he sit out the attack? He throws it over, and that's a great throw. And it's Oatley Booth with the ball. He runs to the centre of the pitch, waiting for somebody, but he passes it back to Boswich. He plays a great ball over to Politic. Can Politic do what he usually does? He passes it into Oatley Booth. Is Oatley Booth going to take the shot? Oatley Booth! Oh, he does it again! Oatley Booth with the strike.
Thank you so much, Custard Prophet, for asking me to be part of your creator showcase. It's an honor. But let's get down to it. I'm Justin, aka FM Digi, and I'm a newly minted Football Manager lover. I've always loved sports strategy games. In Madden, I don't know how many of you have played Madden, but I always enjoyed putting the team together, working through kind of the back office things, and never really enjoyed playing the game. That was as close to sports simulation as I could get until 2014 when I did find Football Manager. Played it a little bit in FM14. Somehow lost interest. I don't know, I guess life got in the way, but really enjoyed the little bit of time I was in it. Came back in 2018 and played a little bit kind of late 18, early 2019, and really enjoyed both of those games. I'm mainly known for my work on my USA ProRel database that I released at the launch of FM20. I'd never worked in the editor before, but I am a web developer by trade and was excited for the challenge. I've always hated the way that United States has their football set up with MLS. I really do enjoy the promotion relegation system, and I think if we did it here in the States, that it would help us be more competitive as a nation. I think it would actually bring more fans to games. We are a very fickle set of fans here in the United States, but I think it's something that we need to do. So that got me to want to make my own database, kind of take it on my shoulders to do this. There's other databases out there that are great, and I've used several of them in the past playing, but I wanted to kind of try it out myself, kind of stretch my developer legs and see how that worked out. I do live in the United States. I live in Arizona and have really enjoyed being a part of this community. Big fan of Phoenix Rising. You see my shirt. Phoenix Rising Football Club. They are a USL championship side. Won the league last year. Got bounced out of the playoffs in the semifinals, I believe. But no chance of promotion, so they're just going to stay there and be successful in the USL, and that'll be that. So come on, MLS, give us little guys a chance. Phoenix is a big city. You need to give us a team. I started my channel in August of 2019, so I'm relatively new to the game here. I never thought I'd be doing this, but playing Football Manager, and I started watching a bunch of YouTube series to see how I could, just decided to try it on my own. I'd been on Twitch a little bit. Some of you have seen me there. I'm not as committed to Twitch anymore. Back then, I found a United States ProRel database and created a club based in the city I'm in here. Loved doing it. It was such a great time. And I played through it until FM20 came out. For FM20, I've used my United States database for 2 different series. Currently have the American Hitchhiker, where it's just a Journeyman save, set United States. My database has 7 tiers, so I started at the bottom of that, and it's been fun. You can actually see it in the background. Currently with LA Galaxy.
Got a good crowd. That looks like a decent crowd. Hey, Nabalnchik's going along the right side, looking for options. Swings it in. Nobody home, but Rodriguez gets it back to Nabalnchik. Rodriguez. Oh! Whoo! Good tip by the keeper there. Good tip. Rodriguez, corner, going far post. Gibson! Get in!
Spoiler alert, if you've watched my last episode, I'm a week past that, so you can see in the screen behind me. I also had a save, Chandler FC, a Race Up United States Pyramid, where in Chandler, Arizona, it's a suburb of Phoenix. I created my club just like I did in FM19. I was going to take them up, but I'm dumb and accidentally overwrote it, not paying attention where I was clicking once, doing an experiment video actually, and accidentally clicked on that, and I don't really do a whole lot of saves, so yeah, screw that up. Chandler FC died in a quick, horrible death. I'm sorry Chandler FC. But yeah, that was a fun series as well. In terms of experiment videos, I've done a few. I really enjoy kind of seeing, what the game can do and letting it just sort of run on its own. I've done a few swaps with teams based in the United States and England. Love doing those. Basically, I did one where I swapped Sunderland and Atlanta United just to kind of see how they went. Also did one where I switched the English Premier League and the US Premier League in my database. It was kind of weird because the teams, I'm sorry, not with mine. I switched them with just the regular database. So I put the EPL and MLS teams in there. So they did have the East and West Conference. It was a little tricky because I did have to keep some of the teams in there because I think there's almost 30 clubs in MLS and there's 20 clubs in the EPL. So made it work. That was a fun one. I love doing the experiment videos. It's just fun to kind of see what happens if, I always like what happens if I do this and just tweak it just a little bit? How does that affect? Goes on. So I really enjoy those. Really enjoy the American Hitchhiker series that's going on right now as well.
Passing, we'll see how the possession lines up in the first 15 or so. Flores, get in there. Yes, Charlie Flores, 27th goal of the season.
As I mentioned, the American Hitchhiker is alive and well. Just did episode 45 earlier in this week, maybe last week by the time you see this. I do have plans for kind of another short-term series since Chandler FC died a abrupt death. Thinking about doing something where I take a small European country, or go to a big team in a small European country and take them to Champions League glory. Because there's only 5 or 6 months left before FM21. I hope. I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet, so I'm going to assume that comes out in November. I don't want to get into another long series. What I really do enjoy about American Hitchhiker is there's tons of clubs in the United States that I have never heard of. Little clubs, second, third, fourth tier in the United States that don't really get the attention nationally. So it's cool. I started my American Hitchhiker series out at Detroit FC. That was such a blast. I spent a few years there. I had a great time. In doing so, I did some research on the real life team. Saw they have a really good fan base. Hopefully, maybe someday I get up to the Midwest and get to check out a game. Also ended up coaching at Forward Madison. They're a couple leagues higher, and they have a very, very awesome fan base and a great social presence as well. So check them out. They're great, and they have a really good team colors. It was hard to leave each club in the journey, but because it is a journeyman, I did have to move on. Currently, LA Galaxy. We are in season 3, I believe. We won the league last year. Trying to see if you can see it on the screen. I don't think you can, but it's been really fun. I do really want to give Chandler FC a full year of love, so I will continue that with FM21. I'll probably do another Hitchhiker version as well, but I do want to mix it up, so stay tuned for that. One other thing that I enjoy being a developer by trade, I really do enjoy working within the editor. There's some crazy things you can do in there, and there's not a lot of help out there. Most of the help I found in working with the editor was from 5, 6, 7 years ago. Granted, the editor is not that much different, but there's little tweaks here and there. But the community has always been really helpful, answering any questions I have. I've reached out to many people, FM editor, Chilled Moose with her, and I'm going to butcher this, Ashawani database, where she created a nation in FM19. Chatted with her considerably about that. There's some cool stuff you can do in the editor. So I might release some videos showing kind of how I work in the editor, hopefully to help out some future editor or database editors in the who want some help and don't really know where to look. I have no idea. I'm a pretty shy guy, and never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd actually be on here doing this. I started watching Loki Doki, Lulujo, the big dogs, when I was learning how to play the game. Started doing my Twitch stuff as well. And then I thought, why not just do it? There's always that mantra out there, don't wait for the perfect moment, just go do it. Yes, you're going to suck. And yes, you've seen my videos. Well, if you haven't, go back and watch them. I pretty much sucked a lot early going. I still suck now, but learning and getting better as we go. But if you don't just say the heck with it and start it, you'll never do it. It's a learning process for sure. But like I said, I did some Twitch here and there, but found YouTube to be a little bit easier on my schedule. It was pretty easy to find an hour to cut away and make a video, and then play the offline stuff kind of in between. A little bit easier for me. Honestly, I have way more fun doing it than I thought. Learning how to do video editing is crazy. Never thought I'd need to learn how to do that, but I'm having a lot of fun, and I do miss it when I'm not doing it. There is a lot. One of the first creators that I actually watched was Paul the Northman. He doesn't do FM anymore, but I really enjoyed his FM18 FC United of Manchester series. That was Road to Glory. That was some really cool stuff. But current creators that I support and really enjoy are Old Lady Plays. She puts out some great content. She had a series earlier, I guess last few months, about tips for the advanced player. Every time I play, in fact, you can watch it in my videos, I usually will mention one of them in there, and there's one that particularly sticks out with the shouting from the touchline. I can't remember the little command that's up on the top right. The shouts. I always said don't do that in the first half, and you'll watch my mouse move up and get close, and I'm like, no, I can hear her telling me not to do it. So she has some great series. Currently doing one in Canada, so that's really something I'm interested in. Dodgy Gamer, another one who's been super supportive for me and for smaller content creators like myself. He's got a great Andorra save that I like, and then the New Gen Nation that he just started doing recently has been one of my favorites. Another one that I really enjoy how he interacts with the viewer is Bad Jokes Gaming. Really do enjoy his series as well. Just some great stuff that he's putting out as well. Always has a great attitude. It's just fun to watch. Another one that I really enjoy is Bobby G Gaming, Twat FC, and then the Pentagon Challenge that he's doing. I don't want to give any spoilers, but he's had a pretty good run lately in the Pentagon Challenge over the last week or so. But yeah, there's some exciting stuff, and the emotion that he puts into it is something I try to emulate as well. I don't think anyone can do it as well as Bobby G. And lastly, on my list, I mean, it's hard just to pare down to 5, but I try to, is Zilla Blitz, who is a fellow American. So it's nice to see some U.S. love in here. But yeah, he's got a devotion to promotion series with Nuneaton Borough. I love that. I love the way he talks to his owner, talks about the owner of the club, and the disarray that the owner puts him in. Great creator. Really enjoy all 5 of those. There's so many others though. I mean, as a smaller creator, I absolutely love the support in this community. Everyone props up everyone else. So if you're looking for something fresh, something new to watch, just ask on Twitter. Just the other day, Dodgy Gamer or someone asked, hey, I want to watch something different. Dodgy Gamer hopped in and said, hey, check out these guys. Made a list of 7 or 8 creators, me being one of them. So thank you. And that's just cool how this community does this. But there are so many new creators on here, smaller creators on here that need the love. And there was actually one in Dodgy Gamer's list that he put out that I've started watching his series, Leodemus. I butchered that name. Just started watching him yesterday, actually. So really excited for all these smaller guys out there. Give the small guys some love. Lastly, I'm gonna end it here. Anything else? I am a father of 2 kids, husband, have a full-time job as a web developer. Sometimes, life gets in the way and, I don't put out a video for a week. But what's really cool is the community is always there. They're always supportive, and just a great place to be around. I love being part of this and looking to help out anywhere I can. There's so many different things going on, and there's some really great things happening. Other than that, I'm just trying to grow, trying to be better. Every video I make, I try to make it better than the one before. Try to keep an entertaining save going on, whichever save I'm doing. And I do a lot of offline saves just for myself. using a lot of custom databases out there. There's some really, really cool stuff. Like I said, I can't stop talking about this community. Be a part of it. I need to be better. Get on Twitter, get on Discord. There's lots of great people to meet out there. But Custard Prophet, thank you so much for having me. This has been an overwhelming honor to be a part of your Creator Showcase series. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and stay safe out there.
What's he doing there? Salcedo. Okay, Paris got some space. Pushing a little too high. Haslam. Look at that. Over to Guzman. Magno. Get in, Ferreira. Bam! Magno is fantastic.
Well, hello. Thank you very much. It was a little bit of a longer one from FM Digi there, but it was well worth listening to. I thought he had a lot of interesting things to talk about, and thank you very much to the Football Manager Maniac for telling us a little bit about himself. Two fabulous creators, and as I said before, make sure you go over to their channels and check out their content. A few fabulous series going on both of those channels, and I fully suggest you go and check those out. So, question for you guys right at the end here. If you made it this far, thank you very much. We're coming up to episode 20. I'm looking for any suggestions, any thoughts on how to make the Creator Showcase better. Anything that you guys would like to see in this that isn't currently part of the showcase, please let me know down in the comments below. As always, if you are a creator and would like to be involved in this in a future episode, let me know either using the comments down below or on Twitter, or using the email on the channel pages. Okay guys, thank you very much for coming along. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Let these creators be seen. Please subscribe if you are new, and hit the notification bell just to make sure you don't miss any of the Creator Showcase videos in the future. They arrive every couple of weeks, always on a Monday, 8 AM UK time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.